So if there is one thing that I have done a lot of since I got back to the UK, it has most definitely been thrift shopping. I thought that it would be fun to show you guys all the different things that I've thrifted since I came back, just because I've had a really fun time doing it and I feel I got some really nice pieces. So my favourite place to thrift shop is most definitely the UK. The thrifting scene in the UK just feels very, very different to thrifting scenes everywhere else, and that's because we have these things called charity shops. Just to clarify, I'm not saying that they're exclusive to the UK, but I think the abundancy of them are. Every single small town, big town and city has tons of charity shops. You donate any clothing you don't want, any bric-a-brac, anything like that, and then that charity has a shop in which they sell these products onwards, and then the money raised goes to funding the charity and everything. So we have the generic thrift shop as well, of like businesses that are there to make a profit and tend to sell vintage clothing and that kind of things. But personally I prefer shopping in charity shops just because you get to rummage a lot more, because I feel in vintage shops and thrift shops in the UK, the stuff has been much more selected, so therefore they charge a premium price. I'm a charity shop kid through and through. This shirt I thrifted maybe my second or third day back. This is like the shirt that my emo phase needed but never had. It has all this like mad crisscrossy lacy stuff going on, and it's just like super tight and super well fitted. I've owned this shirt for about 2 weeks and I have worn it a disproportionate number of times. In my last video I had to force myself to not wear this shirt 3 days in a row because I didn't want to face the judgment. This is one of those shirts that makes you question what you actually wore before you owned it. I don't know, I just like the kind of emo phase detail. I feel like I'm achieving a dream that 17-year-old me had or something like that. I have been loving wearing this shirt with these jeans as well. These jeans I bought in a small town in the borders. They have loads of rips on them, and usually I'm massive phobic of ripped jeans because it just makes you so cold. But now that I have the base layer game sorted out, it doesn't bother me to wear ripped jeans. When I bought these, they still had the tag on them, so whoever originally purchased them, I like to think they paid more for the hip hole design, you know. I also managed to get these shoes in a thrifted shop. They are slightly too small for me, which usually I would not recommend when buying shoes, but I have wanted a pair of platform trainers for ages, so when I saw them at half a size too small, I was like, what would Jesus do? Okay, so we'll just ignore the terrible rolling down of the socks, shall we? The shoes really remind me of like Billie Eilish's style for some reason. If Billie Eilish ever decides to have an emo phase, this is what I can sort of see her wearing. I absolutely love them, and I wanted a pair for ages, and now I have a pair. Also, another thing I've been doing a lot, just because this is like such a cropped shirt, I just wear a shirt in exactly the same colour underneath, and then tuck that into like the base layer. And then I kind of like zhuzh all of the shirt into the base layer so that it's nice and like tucked in, and then that way you kind of get away with having like the cropped look but without also freezing at the same time. Genius, I know. So I've actually bought 3 different shirts, all in this kind of cream colour, which is kind of rogue with me. This shirt is super cute, and according to the guy that I bought it from, it's actually also new. But on the label it said faulty, and I've had quite a decent look at this shirt and I really can't find any problems with it at all. There is this one tiny hole here, which is the only thing I can think it would be. And also that hole is on the back, so I don't know. The butterfly embroidered patterns on this is like the cutest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a good embroidery patch, let me tell you. This shirt, or jumper shirt, or whatever you want to call it, is exceptionally useless for winter. I really like how it looks, I really like how it sits. It's again cropped, so you don't need to spend ages using loads of material into your jeans, and plus you don't need to have like the extra material hanging around. You just need to do like one fairly decent zhuzh, and then that is you pretty much sorted. With this one I also quite like to wear a belt because I only own 1 pair of thrifted shoes, and because I love them so much they're pretty much all I'm wearing. I'm trying a lot to try and encompass some extra black into my outfits in a desperate attempt to make myself look more coordinated and hence fashionable. Because this jumper is so fitted, you can also use it as like a really hip, cool, sick undershirt. I wear dungarees or something. These dungarees are also thrifted. I actually bought them in Madrid, so they weren't from this thrift haul, but I just wanted to demonstrate how cool I think they look together. Oh my god, could I look any more awkward? Demonstrating how cool I look. Alright, this skirt. So my sister used to own a skirt like this before when we were younger, and I absolutely loved it. I used to wear it all the time. Personally, I'm quite a big fan of crushed velvet just because of the way that it kind of hits the light differently. I don't know if you can see any of that light hitting it differently. Ah yeah, there we go. One of my favourite things about skater skirts is that depending on what you pair with it, you can get completely different outfits. Plus, when you have something like velvet, it's a different type of fabric, so it just kind of adds some texture to the outfit, which I personally really like. You can pair it with something like this, like more of a vintage shirt, just to give it a different sort of feel. I'm kind of getting like Wednesday Adam Halloween vibes mixed with a teacher I had when I was 10. But she didn't wear platform shoes, so it's okay. But of course, the best part about the skater skirt is that we can take this all the way up to Christmas party level and it will still look reasonably in place. It's just the definition of versatility. The best part about a skirt like this is that you can have it going from exceptionally casual all the way up to like Christmas party level. Not that any of us are going to any of those this year. But if I was going to go to one, these are the shoes that I would wear. I've had these shoes since I was 20, so literally 5 years, and they are the only pair of heels that I own, I believe. One of the problems that I have in life is that my ankles for some reason are exceptionally skinny. Like my sister always says that I have really bony feet, but it means that the smallest size on shoes never fit me. So I really should go behind at this actually and put in an extra hole. Not that I'm going to. In this theoretical Christmas party, I would turn up like this, wearing these shoes, and then as soon as any kind of dancing started, I would change to these. Because at least in my culture, we have these things called ceilidhs, and ceilidhs, like, if you can dance a ceilidh in heels, I salute you, man. So I also have thrifted these really cool pairs of jeans. These ones are like a sort of flare vibe, and then we have these ones which are sort of like a high-waisted flare vibe, and a different meaning of the word flare though, of course. So these jeans actually came with a matching denim belt, which I broke. Just because of like the slightly weird style of the jean and the fact that like any pressure here will mean they will literally come apart. So I've just been putting on this replacement belt, and so far I've been getting away with it pretty well. I've not been flying low in public yet, or at least I'm not aware of it to the best of my ability. These ones also have like really good pockets. I feel like I can do that thing that boys do in like Peaky Blinders, where they sort of roll around with their hands really deep in their pockets. I also got this white shirt, which is like super pretty and super vintagey styled, and most definitely needs ironed, but oh well. Basically, when I was maybe like 20, I met this Polish girl and she was wearing a white shirt and jeans, and I've always liked it ever since there. I think it's super simple, but it's just like a really great way to look as though like you're quite put together, even though you've literally just thrown on 2 things that you have in your wardrobe. If you are going to wear this shirt, I would recommend ironing it though. And then we have these jeans. Now, if I'm honest, these jeans are a little bit tight at the moment. I'm sort of hoping that after Christmas me has a little bit more luck. But I have been most definitely indulging in a pudding or 10. I tried these on in front of my foster sister and she said to me, "Can you do a squat in them?" And I was like, oh okay. That was harsh, but yes I can. Just. Also looked pretty good actually with some other shirt pairings as well. I quite like this shirt with it. But then as I said earlier, because of the slight tightness of the jeans, I try and make sure that I'm wearing crop stuff with it, because the zhuzhing of fabric, whilst normally is okay, when it comes to these jeans, because we're at limited capacity anyway, I'm trying to keep that at most definitely a minimum. Let me tell you.